Someone left a Sun Nova bank card at one of the booths. Sun Nova bank card. You have to identify the name on here first. Okay. We also have an iPhone C, which is pink. It's at the registration table. Okay. So if I can get everybody's attention, before we start the open forum, we do have a very amazing presentation for you. It's by Elder Charlie Nelson. He's from Roseau River, and he will be doing a presentation on family law for you. And he's done this work for, I would say, over 20 years, if not his entire lifetime. But he's well known in this territory. Can you please give a nice warm welcome to Charlie Nelson? Are you good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there,
Yeah.
I can see the screen there?
Yeah, Steve, can you cue up his presentation? Okay. And here's your clicker here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good afternoon. It's a very exciting gathering. And when I first heard about this, bringing our children home, and I thought, well, it's about children who are foster kids, bringing them home. But you know, from all of the discussions, hearing all the culture and, you know, all the many good stories that I heard, you know, I think it's all about us. You know, hearing about our culture, and, you know, our kids need to be talked to. That's how Uncle talked to me. He said, you know, we have to talk to our kids. And I guess that's what we're doing, is we're going to bring our kids home. So, my Anishinaabe, I got Nishinda and Anishinaabe. Anishinaabe Winswinan, Mijak Kunigishik, Mina Nibitegoneb, Jishe Bungi Giwinik, Minage Wengi Poajige, Nisha Yaman Winswinan. I had my uncle name me, and then when I was about 22, so, and then I also had a dream, maybe about 10 years later, I had a dream about being another name. Feathers in a row. I didn't want to take too long to do a presentation. I wanted to have this recorded, this PowerPoint today. I have some scrolls in here, so. Here's a picture of creation and the two roads that lead from creation, or there might be more than two roads, but one of them is Canada, or the Crown, on to our left, and to the right is First Nations Road, and then we travel on each road, and then we have a treaty between our nations, and then after some dialogue, create this new understanding between our nations. And then This is a picture that Peter Uchis drew for, I don't know if I was alone with him or maybe there was somebody else with me, but this is what he drew. And I remember this drawing. And he said that one day Canada and First Nations will have an event to commemorate this new understanding, and we will place a wreath of, I don't know if it's sweetgrass or sage, on the head of the Canadian people. So there must be, I don't know if I'll ever see that time, but hopefully we'll have enough dialogue to create this new understanding. Because if I look at it today, you have, if one read the plaque at Lower Fort Garry, it's the Canada interpreting the treaty and not our understanding. So what he said about the Crown and the people there, they leans on the whip. First Nations, Anishinaabe people lean on the white hair. So I guess that's the people, wise people, or people who have experience. And I have 2 scrolls. This one here, I didn't know what to do with this when this man, Jim Pipe from Wisconsin, drew this picture for us. But it represents 7 stages of life, and these 2 dots at the bottom represents the parents. So a child is born on the right and goes for a period of 7 years, and I didn't know what kind of story goes in there until I heard somebody talk about the cradle board and the teachings of the cradle board. And I said, oh, that's where that first dot represents, from the time of birth or even before birth. That's what all the early childhood practices that we have. And each a parent belonged to a family. And I'm going to show you this. And oh yeah, this is a parenting scroll that I have. I want to leave this with the people from who are organizing this. So. And each of those family or the parents, they belong to a clan, or also belong to another family. And so there's actually the father might belong to 2 families actually, because they have he has a mom and dad and their families. Same with the women. So there's quite a understanding that we can get from looking at this. Each dot might represent 7 years in lifespan, and to the left there is our exit into the spirit world. So there's maybe at 14 they have a coming of age ceremony, and also the wandering years, maybe on the 3rd dot that would be representing wandering years. There's more to this. I can't explain everything here, but there's a little bit about this parenting scroll that was drawn for us. And then it's about there's a second scroll here. It's a family structure scroll, I call it. And this was drawn again by this same man. And it's a simple thing, but when I look at it, it's about our family. And there's two elders there, the bigger dots, a man and a woman. And all of the entities of that elders, those elders, there might be co-elders, or there might be other entities in that family. There might be a political person, there might be a teacher, there might be a woodcutter or a carver, and a sewer and a gardener, and all kinds of people, and they have kids there. So that's taking a look at that. Members have different roles within the family, such as a chief, teacher, medicine, spiritual leaders, hunters, gardeners, warriors, craft people, caregivers, and gatherers, and you can think about all of the elements of a family. I wonder if that's, there we go. Our traditional, I guess I'm leaving that area now. This is one of the practices that was told to me by Eddie Smith from Rosa River. He said, in dealing with a dysfunctional family, like parents who have addiction problems and abusive spouse, or children with neglectful parents, an assembly of elders, Ugichida, peacekeepers, and caregivers would gather with the family to address the victims and the abuser. Causes for the dysfunction would be identified and solutions would be found. Actions would be taken and met the needs of the family and ensure the safety and well-being of all members. Today's practice, in our modern practice at Rosa River, the local Child Welfare Committee oversees the Child and Family Agency of Rosa. Elders are selected without regard of connection to the family. Courts make ultimate decisions regardless of advice or input from the community and elders. And I don't know if I have my next slide. Oh, okay. I wanted to talk about an experience this summer where foster parents came over and asked us as the local committee to approve guardianship. And I have to say, based on my understanding of family, I belong to a family, there's another family here, and they have elders in that family, they have a structure there, and they have foster kids in care, and the foster parent comes along and says, well, can you approve the guardianship of these children, and they belong to that family. So I said, well, I don't think I have authority to be the elder and have some power over these people. And I said, I think we give us a chance to talk to the family so that we could know that they know what you are asking about. So give us 6 weeks to, I want to hear how the agency has worked with this family, and I want to hear from the family themselves, knowing about this request. And so we asked to delay it 6 weeks. And then 2 weeks later, I heard that the courts approved the guardianship application. So it kind of incensed me, and I was really disappointed and even angry that they interfered in the authority of our local committee or our Anishinaabe law as we understand it, based on our elders making a decision. So again, it's interference on our. So moving forward by looking back, I guess, a committee of elders, including elders representing the family, will consider the situation and provide direction and support for the family. Elders and collaborators and family members will develop a plan of support and action for the family. When completed and agreed upon, this detailed plan of activities Bimadaziwin will be implemented with the involvement of family and support agency. Detailed documentation of all the meetings is necessary to communicate what is being decided by the team to all those who would otherwise make decisions on behalf of all involved, CFS, courts, etc. I don't know if you understood. It's a plan, you know. I hope this comes about. Systematic changes, accountability of all sides, recording all actions taken, designating actions and determining who will take the lead and responsibility. Appropriate timelines, budget, cooperation among agencies will be specified, communicated to all concerned. Family and children, not systemic indifference. Positive actions and results, new understanding and relationships. So, mi enonde pi kituan, mi gwech bizindo ek, and then we maganidok, my friends, aho.
Thank you so much for your words of wisdom, Charlie Nelson. Thank you so much. I've learned a great deal from Charlie in ceremony since I landed in Winnipeg, and I won't say how long because it'll age me. Just kidding. I just have to make two quick announcements. Nobody came forward for the bank card. Sunova, we do have a name on it, Karen Cook. I'm sure she's looking for her bank card. Karen Cook. We have a picture in the back to verify. Okay, I'll come over there in a moment. We also have another announcement. I just have to pull up the picture before I announce our next presentation. Just to let you know that we won't be going into open forum today. We do have a video that'll be presented to you, a short video, because I know that people need to get to the gala, get ready for the gala, and rest as well from a wonderful day of presentation. Is there anyone here from Duck Bay? Anyone here from Duck Bay? Okay. There's a family member in connection with Duck Bay who wants to make a connection. We'll ask again tomorrow. She lives in BC, so we'll ask again tomorrow. So we do have a video presentation for you, and I'd like to welcome up Reunification Team Lead for First Nations Family Advocate Office, Kendra Inglis. Please give her a warm welcome.
Hello. I just wanted to share a quick video with everybody that is still here to kind of put into perspective exactly what our office does for the families that come looking for our help. So we reached out to a couple of our families last week and asked them if they could come and put a video together so that we could present it today, just so you guys have a little bit of clarity from the parents' point of view how we assist them when they do come to our office. So, I also wanted to let you know that we have bleeped out any agency that they're speaking about and any of their children's names, just so you're aware. She's not swearing.
Office.
Can I come down?
I came to your office because I was stuck. I was lost and I didn't know who to turn to. So I ended up finding you guys on Facebook. But I found you guys on Facebook. I made the call. I came to the orientation. And I got overloaded with information and didn't know how to process everything. So then we finally got to meet, and I was completely overwhelmed. Well, I got help with finally seeing my kids that I hadn't seen in almost almost every week. And then we went to court, and they basically forced us to sign the permanent wardship. And after we signed that, we got transferred. And then we never seen the kids. So, for almost 2 years. And then when I finally found you guys, literally within a month of meeting you, I got fun.
Hello, Steve. We're going to put that on hold till tomorrow. So due to technical difficulties, I always wanted to use that word, together, But anyways, we're going to wrap it up today, but we'd like to thank you for attending today. And I know it's a lot of information to process. And there's a gala tonight, and if you're going, dance for me and Jason, okay? Remember your moves and do a dance for us and enjoy yourselves. A lot of good entertainment. And we'll see you again tomorrow morning, and I think it's at 8:30. I don't even have my book with me. Does anybody have a book? Is it 8:30? So we'll return back here 8:30 tomorrow morning. Have a good rest, everyone, and we'll see you tomorrow at 8:30. Miigwech.